Alright, they say if you want to know how crazy a man can be, is when he's in love. Seriously. Alright, welcome to the program.
Well, it depends
Alright.
on how crazy, and it depends on how that craziness is expressed.
Nobody wants anybody to be crazy.
Yeah.
Viewers, welcome to the program Love Angles on Click Naija Internet Radio. A program where we talk about everything love. We look at different angles and issues that concern romantic relationship. Of course, we are your love angels as usual. My name is Jennifer Ogo.
And my name is Nasir Yunusa. Glad to be here again today.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we have a VVIP here.
Yeah, a VVIP.
Trust me, it was such a struggle getting him to the studio. I literally had to go on my knees to beg him.
Like, I'm
No,
not.
seriously, ethics.
I'm
like,
not. I mean, look at me. I'm not that
Yeah.
big to pull. I mean,
You
come
can
on.
see all the
Look at
pride.
my.
you
I'm just simple me.
Alright, his name is Ethics Wisdom.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Itekamba Etuk,
I know. I couldn't pronounce
aka
his name.
It Takes,
Eh.
and of course I'm on. I use It Takes Wisdom as my social media handle. So
Yeah.
It takes wisdom because it takes wisdom to live life
Of course.
to the fullest.
Yes.
So-
And most importantly, he's actually a radio personality and
Yeah.
an air personality with Classic FM Abuja.
Yeah.
So if you actually listen to Classic FM
The
and
famous voice.
every time you feel nostalgic, like
Yeah.
it's taking you to the past, you know, start to feel all romantic, he's the reason.
We try.
He's
We try. I mean, it's different flavors. Like I always say, if you
Yeah.
listen, different flavors, one classic station. So I mean, it's a whole team.
Yeah.
You know, just committed to lifting your spirits in times, especially in times when there's so much that can get you down,
Sure.
and so much that can, erode the love you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Nigerians, last night checked used to be the happiest people in the world. Used to be fun.
Yeah.
Like everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Nigerians at some point I'll be like, is it everything that we actually joke about?
Yeah.
Government says monkey found money. They laugh, they crack jokes.
Alright.
You see, all sorts of things happen, and
Even
there's
what is-
always a
yeah.
joke about it. But now,
Yeah.
I don't even want to say, Naija no get joy now, because
Alright.
right now,
There is joy in love. That's why we are here to fall in love. When you fall in love, when you are in love, you're happy. So
Alright.
yeah.
Okay, so love seems to be everywhere in songs, in movies, in TV shows, in books, in magazines.
In the studio.
Yeah, of course, we are told that it is the greatest things in the world, and all you need is love. Now, the media tells us that love is more than enough in the relationship.
Yeah,
so now,
sure.
let's ask him. Let
First
me
of
ask
all-
our guest.
first of all, which media told you that love? For me, I always like to get fast.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
These movies, yeah,
Oh,
media,
okay.
songs,
Yeah, Hollywood. Imagine
they
an
portray
Angelina
love,
Jolie now
you
with
know,
Brad Pitt
yeah,
in
no,
a kind of movie
Mr. and
or
Mrs. Smith.
exactly.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
many movies that portray this love.
Okay.
You see this love. You get?
Disney.
Now the question is love enough in a relationship?
Okay, so let me clear my throat. For me,
Yeah.
having evolved to this point in time when it comes to love and my understanding of it, I always like to find out what is love.
Okay.
What kind of love has this media
Yeah.
portrayed,
Yeah.
and is that really love? From what you're pointing out, it sounds like romantic love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
love between a man and a woman,
Yeah, that's what this program is about. Yeah.
and love that is expressed a lot of times in the physical, sexually. Most of these, what we're talking about,
Yeah.
the movie, he sees her, she sees him, they glance at each other's eyes, and then there's a connection, there's chemistry. Next thing, either they are rushing and getting their clothes off and all that.
But is that really
is that really love? That's
No,
not
I have
You beg
to
to differ.
disagree. Yes, I
Eh,
beg to differ.
A lot of times, that's the process. Either has some process before that, or that then some aspect. But it's hard most of the time to find most of these love stories where there's not a kiss or a stare or certain steps which are romantic that lead to them
Oh
making
my
love
God.
Yeah.
or making out.
Oh my God.
It revolves around it. At the end of the day, if there's an action movie, somewhere in the back of your subconscious mind, you're expecting that there will be an actor, and then there will be one babe that he likes. They might be acting as if they are fighting war during it, but there will be that moment when they look into
Where
your eyes.
They want
and they'll
the
kiss.
audience to be captioned in the
Yeah.
movie. That's why they bring love scene. When there's violence, they still create love. You understand? So our mind will be in
on
the
that,
movie.
on that. So let me not digress too much.
Yeah.
You said it's love enough.
Yeah.
So my question, before I get to whether love is enough, is what is love?
I think I think we should individually now
say what it means to
yes,
us.
maybe in a word or two.
Okay.
What do you think is love like to you, Nasru? Let's start with you.
Love is a beautiful thing. You understand? Now, in my
The
own
bunch.
in my own aspect, like the way I see love is everything. Love is not when you have. Love is when you don't have as well. You understand?
Why is always about
sorry.
I think no, like let me just create in a lighter note now.
Okay.
Naija guys, when it's about love, they are like, okay, it's not about what you have. What makes you think there's every girl that is after what you have? Like,
do you understand? I'm coming.
But is it not every girl?
no. Please, viewers, you have to just support me here. It's not every girl. It's not. You don't. As a man, you don't think a woman will love you because of what you.
My heart goes out to all the men that don't know what's going on right now. let me use Chris Rock as an example. Chris Rock, if you're watching, because this is global, it's an international platform.
Thank you.
Chris Rock, the way you handle that Will Smith slap, that is love.
That's love. But why would he talk like that?
That was professional.
That was professional.
It was a joke. So,
what kind of joke is that?
So would you do what Will Smith did, even though you were offended by the joke?
Because I'm just putting myself now, in Jada's shoes. No, Jada now, because she's the woman here, she's the wife. I'll be proud of my man.
Okay. However, if Chris Rock were your man, let's just switch it a little bit, and he made, maybe a sensitive joke that. We talk sometimes. You don't even joke. Like you might say something you don't mean, or you might say something that offends someone.
Yeah.
You didn't mean it to offend. You're a comedian. You crack jokes. Will Smith makes jokes
a lot.
All the time. Sometimes but it was sensitive. If for instance it was a Shaquille O'Neal, I don't know. You guys know Shaquille O'Neal plays basketball. He's huge. That made a joke. Would Will Smith just get angry? Even in his anger, we can control ourselves. These emotions that we're always just expressing now. Will Smith is visibly at this. If they were to, he probably feels he can take a Chris Rock. That's why he stood up to him. If it was The Rock, you guys know The Rock, Dwayne Johnson,
or a 50 Cent.
If 50 Cent, like you'd be like, bro, like chill, bro, like but you felt like Chris Rock was somebody you could just take. So in the midst of your anger and all that, you comport yourself when you reach where say your power no reach. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's why dialogue is good. He could have said that same thing he said after he has slapped and gone to He could have said, bro, no, that's not cool. You would have said, and Chris Rock would have said, oh, I'm so sorry, and laugh and then move on.
Cool,
but Chris Rock handled it so well. So Chris Rock now once made a statement. He said, women and dogs are loved unconditionally, right? Women and dogs, but men usually have to do something for you to love them. Why?
There's always a condition
for men to love.
Let's let Max answer.
Okay.
You can answer that. Can you answer
No,
that?
of course.
No, it's not even a question.
What?
It's just he said a statement. I was just trying to buttress the fact that you have to have.
No, it's not. No, when you mean have, like have what? Are we talking of money? Are we talking of material things?
Yes, you have to have. You have to have.
No, it's not.
You have to have because
I don't think there is a hard and fast rule, to that, because I know women who cater for their homes, like they take care of their husband, take care of their family. They someone like Rihanna and then what's his name, A$AP Rocky. What do you have to say about that? I can tell you that
he's not poor.
No, I'm not saying he's poor, but if we want to compare,
she has more.
Compare what they have, of course she has more, but she's now not with him because of what he has, because she has the fame, she has the money. Let me
tell you why.
So I think it's really relative when when men actually think that a woman should love them or a woman will love them when they have the money. I don't think that's a right notion.
I'm not talking about just money now. In different climes, love is expressed differently.
Yeah.
So let me start by saying what I think love is.
Okay.
love is God first,
Yes.
because God is love.
Mm.
And from my faith, the Christian faith, God showed his love by giving his son to die for us.
Yeah.
So love is sacrifice. So you must, before you can give something, you
Now
must
you're
have,
coming
right?
to my side. Love is sacrifice.
Yes, it's sacrifice. You
You
must
understand?
have.
That's
No,
what
don't
I'm-
copy my exposure. I've said it. You did not say it. So
Okay.
please.
Okay, I
let
think
me-
I might take away.
I'm just messaging you.
I
But.
know.
So, anyways, like it's you have to have something to give. So his most like what else could God give? He gave his only begotten son for us. So that was an act of love. Christ gave himself for us, and so that was sacrifice. That if you believe in him, so that is why the relationship between man and woman in the Christian faith now is likened to the way Christ loved the church and gave himself for the church. So that is love. Love is what God did for us by making us his most prized possession and giving his son giving himself for us.
Yeah.
So every other love, both romantic, filial, the one that is friendship, the one that is for
Follow
the
the
family,
ladder.
that is the standard for love.
Yes, exactly.
And you find that when people deviate from it, when they fix it just on emotions and how the guy's six pack and how the babe's
No,
uku
no,
is making them think, there's always they fall into mistakes, and many things happen when you don't do things properly and you fix your mind on just emotion. So love is that example.
Yeah.
So it means that you have to be patient, like still from the scripture now, it's from the Bible now. Patient, you have to be kind, you have to not be boastful, you don't count wrongs, you don't keep things in your mind and say, oh, you did this, you did that, you forgive, you endure all, you love, you bear all with the person, you're not boastful, you don't reach out for only your own selfish. So love is not selfish, and then it endures all, it conquers all. This is the standard, and it's very, very difficult. It's not impossible, but very, very difficult for you to meet this standard without knowing God, loving him, and then exemplifying his love for you to the next person.
Exactly. I think you guys actually, why I asked this question was because I had an answer in mind, which was sacrifice. But I'm going to use another word, compromise. Yes, I'm using compromise.
No, you can use my word. It's fine.
No, please. No, I mean,
That's not my word.
I
It's
think
sacrifice.
it's compromise.
It's fine.
So not seeing other people's, your partner's wrong. Now, yes, biblically, God is love. In every religion, they'll tell you the common factor here is love, whether as a
Buddhist
Hindu,
or
Buddhist
Muslim
or whatever.
or Jew or
Practice love. Once you're able to practice love, you have no wrong because God is love. But we are talking about relationship now, like because romantic relationship, because at the end of the day, we do not know what will happen tomorrow. You can't tell what will happen, what might happen tomorrow. You can only know what's happening now. Like you might have little control of what's happening now. You don't know what the future holds. Of course, you meet someone, it's like that person is your heaven on earth, and the person is just one, and how you cannot live without that person, how the person is just like a perfect match, like you're already completely into your head. But you fail to realize that this person is a human being like you. You make mistakes, you disappoint yourself sometimes.
Exactly.
You fail. It's just the normal human daily life thinking, thought, whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, you are in love with this person. Then along the line, you're like, wait, what did I even see you? No, we ask ourselves that question. At the end of the day, you're like, out of all the people that chiked me, or out of all the girls I saw, out of all the guys that were asking me out, is you I chose. Did you use juju for me? I've met someone that said that on his wedding day he wasn't the one there, like like the girl used jazz for him, like he couldn't even. What am I trying to say? That just like what you said, our emotions sometimes, most of the time, I would say, lead us astray. But once we understand what love is, which is patience, sacrifice, sharing, we can go on and on about this. But you won't say that as a human being in your relationship at some point you quarrel with your partner. There will be that point. Now, that is why we want to ask that question. At what point is love actually not enough? You're like, okay, the love now have cleared from my eye. So what next? You're now seeing the reality. You need to ask yourself that question. At what point is love now not enough? Now the big question mark is, what next? What do I do?
Yes. Now the big question mark. Let me take it up from there. I think in this point, tolerance will come in. You understand, because you're already here. Yeah. Understanding will come in because you're already here. Trust will come in because you're already here. Now you have to keep the love aside here and look how you're going to tolerate who you are going to be for the rest of your life.
Right.
Do you understand? So now that's where you know that that's where my own love now comes in, because I think the initial stage of it is lost. We are all is the type of person I want. He has that. He has this. He has this. Yes, you understand. His money, his finance. He's beautiful. She's intelligent. These are the first part that we call love. But when those things are done on your head, that the future is here, the reality is in your front. You get. Now this is what you ask yourself: can I live with this person? Can I understand this person? Can we tolerate ourselves? Can we forgive ourselves when we fight? Do you understand? Can we really talk to ourselves without bringing a third party in the relationship? I think at this point, this is where the love really plays now. It's not about the emotion. It's about you're thinking. Yes. You have to think. Okay, this is where the love plays. What can I do? The sacrifice. That's where it plays now. So if it doesn't, if you cannot tolerate at this point, then you guys were never in love.
Exactly. Now, you hear people say, "I love him, but I'm not happy," or "I love her, but I'm not happy." You're not satisfied. Truth of the matter is that you choose to be satisfied. When you met her, she was like a damsel, figure 8, like maybe she was really slim and everything was perfect. She was so beautiful. But something happened and maybe she got involved in an accident or she gained some weight. You now begin to tell yourself, okay, some questions begin to arise, and you tell yourself that you're just coping with this person. You're not even happy. At that point you're not happy. You can be like, when I first met you, I was in love, but now I'm not even happy in this relationship because I'm not satisfied. Like, the reason I met you in the first place is not the reason that is keeping me here. Like, it's not what I'm saying.
You're now seeing a different
person. So can you actually, does love guarantee happiness? Can you be in love and not happy? Is it possible to be in love? Like, can you just picture the fact that you're in love but you're not happy?
For me, I want to draw from what you said and what he said, because the conversation is going to flow gradually, right? So you said something that among all the guys that checked me and all that, I chose you. Love is a choice. Right? That's one of the things that love is. That will also lead to this question you talked about can you be loved and not happy? Now, the reason why a lot of people get disappointed is that they look to a human being to fill a void that only God can fill. You look to a human being. As human beings, we know that human beings are fallible. We are not perfect. We make mistakes, even when we don't mean to. So you're looking to a human being to complete you. You're looking to a human being to make you happy. When happiness is your choice, when you should be happy, regardless of the next person. Happiness is something that you should have. Somebody can add to your happiness, but they shouldn't be the source of your happiness.
I think you should be very specific now to the youngsters, these up and coming teenagers, because once you're in that your teenage stage, your emotions have skyrocketed because of your hormones and everything. So you just feel like that person is your sun and your moon. You see people, young people making videos, majorly TikTok they are making videos of themselves. I will drink poison, broke up with me after what you say, my did this and it, because you did not find yourself. Like, you didn't even find. Do
you know who you are?
Do you even know who you are?
What your purpose is?
Exactly.
These are things you should know as well.
Like, are you satisfied? Do you know how to even keep yourself company? I tell myself, if peradventure I don't have a partner or I'm not in a relationship, like, what can I do to make myself happy? You see people taking themselves on vacations, you see people going out, hanging out alone. They are not stupid.
I don't think it helps. To me, if you allow me taking yourself on vacation, that you are
what's wrong with taking yourself on a vacation?
You need to cure the problem. Do you understand? Before you have that.
Is there a problem?
It's not a problem of vacation. Do you understand? When you say you are going on vacation to cure yourself of a problem.
No, you're not curing yourself of any problem. You're just trying to. I'm saying, what can you do to make yourself happy?
So
just like this morning now. Yesterday actually, on Instagram I saw Timmy Dakolo's post. Okay, it was his anniversary with his wife, and he kept on saying, I eat banga and starch every morning as breakfast, but till today my wife have not given me any answer as to why that is wrong. And I woke up this morning I had fufu and bitter leaf soup as breakfast. That's my best breakfast. But to some other persons, they might find it to be like absurd or out of place. The idea is do you be yourself. There is a reason why we have different faces, different complexions. Like you might actually be so appealing to someone else. As much as as a lady now, for instance, they're saying, oh, I can remember one of my aunts I used to stay with back in the day. She used to say, don't fix your nails, don't paint your nails, don't do makeup, don't wear big earrings, don't don't do very bulky hair, like be natural. Men like women that are natural. I became a last man. No. See, there are some guys that like those long clothes, like they want you to be flashy. If you are not yourself, how do you find your better half now? Like, you know,
the common who likes you.
So you have to know yourself, find yourself, even if it means a year. It's better than having like 15 years of making a mistake because you're the wrong person.
Now,
this
takes us to the last question for today. Now, if love is not enough, why is love not enough?
Okay, so sorry, in between the conversation, I said love is a choice, right? Then you talk about tolerance is when initially there is a lust and everything, and then is when you now start facing circumstances. So love is also, because it's a choice, it's not emotions. Love is not easy. If you think about the sacrifices that people make, like for instance Mother Teresa and Jesus Christ, love is not easy. That's what young people need to understand. So
I like that
as you're getting your hormones, your emotions, that's where parents have a role to play. That's where people around you, because you talked about media, you know, movies, all these influencing.
Disney, I have to say Disney. Disney is just something.
You know that brand. I don't want to even talk about it because they have enough money to say, come. So you slander. I don't want to talk about it. My own is just books, novels have portrayed it a little off the way that we should see it. So hopefully parents are learning, teaching being friends with their teenage children that are growing up and trying to know themselves and understand, because you need to know yourself. You need to have conversations about sex education, what your body is, what you should do, and do the right things. Now, since love is can you be love and not be happy? I've talked about that.
Yeah, why is love now
not enough? If it's not enough, what exactly is the love? Because it is love. I remember now, love is forgiveness. Exactly. So forgiveness is part of it. So love guides you, and it should be enough, because love conquers all. If you're actually practicing the love you should. Many people don't practice love. They are obsessed, they are in their emotions, they are lustful, they are selfish. So because they have not captured the essence of love, that's why it will not be enough. But if you're actually carrying out and practicing love for the actual reason and the sense of love that it is, that you know it's a choice. You know there are days you won't feel like, but you've chosen to be with the person. When they are fat, when they now don't have the six-pack again, when you don't feel like, whether you feel like or not. Now the money part is expressed by love. That's why major issues in marriage are monetary and sexual. There are other matters. For instance, a man might not feel respected. That's the key thing. I don't feel like she honors me, she respects me. This is intrinsic to a man's core need. Then a woman, because her core need is to be loved. Every woman, there are certain things that you can't generalize, but there are certain things that they are intrinsic to her nature. A woman desires to be loved. So no matter how much a woman is wealthy, she has money, she's doing well, there's nothing like the man playing the role of that provider and that head, giving her. She still will want the guy to give her. So that's why Rihanna and ASAP, she has money, but she saw a guy who she could roll with. There's a kind of guy that she would not have been with.
That'll give her that manly role.
He's a good looking guy, he's fashionable, he has his own too. He can take her out to lunch, he can handle bills, even though she earns more than him based on work. Dora Akunyili of blessed memory, she was the one all out there. We could see her nab that kid, but she had a husband. Ngozi Okonjo, well, there are many of them who they're the ones you are seeing, and they are wealthy. Folorun Shaw, Alakija, but they have husbands that are doting and love them. But these men would not just be not really responsible to their role. So there's a place where that love, you express love by, you say it, you show it in sacrifice, and you give. You're gonna give from what you earn, from the money, finances. You're gonna have to do that. So that's where I was talking about. I'm just tying things together. Where you have to have to make a call to. You have to be working. You found your purpose as a man, as a woman. You found that thing that wakes you up in the morning. But you have to have to show that love. It's not like you're just paying the and all, but you have to be able to show that love to the person. So love in this true essence is enough if you practice the right kind of love. It starts from friendship. As a person, are you patient? Are you kind? Is it because now you're looking for a husband or looking for a wife and you're not decided to be patient? Check yourself,
Then when you get into the house, it's another game.
It's another game. So it starts from there. You know yourself, like you were saying. Know yourself, know your purpose. Then, what are you meant to do? You found that purpose. How do you treat the next person? I always apply the golden rule. Treat. Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. As a friend, are you generous? Are you patient? Are you kind? Do you give? Do you treat other people how you want to treat them? Do you communicate? Do you keep anger in yourself? All those do you forgive? All those attributes, you apply them. By time, because you love God, you are relating with other people in love. You offense will always come. Not everybody will get along with you. That will happen. But being yourself as well, like you said, will help you practice the kind of love that will be enough.
Woo! Enough. All right, thank you so much, Ethics. Like, we can go on and on. This conversation is actually open to, of course, your opinion. We really want to hear from you. Just go down below to our comment section and make your comments. Drag someone here to learn, because whether love is enough or not, it only depends on you, like he's rightly put it. Once again, our guest has been Ethics Wisdom, or Etekamba. It took,
aka It Takes.
I know he has a lot of.
You can find me on socials. It Takes Wisdom.
Exactly. Yes, our very own on-air personality of Classic FM, right here in Abuja.
Thank you guys, Nasiru and Jennifer, for having me. I appreciate you.
We appreciate
thank you
too.
so much.
Okay, knuckle things.
Yes. So you can go right there and follow us on all socials. On Twitter, we are Click Naija. On Facebook at Click Naija. On Instagram at Click Naija. And do not forget our YouTube channel is at Click Naija. The website is
www.clicknaija.gov.ng.
Click.
Until next time, have a fabulous weekend.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.